Hey up adventurers, it's Glacier Day. This is where our Alaska trip starts. Let's go! We made it into the waters of Alaska overnight. The weather has picked up slightly. Hopefully we get some good weather for our Glacier Day today. So this is the jumper that we picked up yesterday in yesterday's vlog. Sam didn't tell me that was $120 for a jumper. $120. So today we are going to see some whales today, I've decided. Jimmy, our cruise director, came on yesterday and said between 7:30 and 10:30 today we will be in breeding grounds. So hopefully we'll have the right lens on at the right time to be able to show you what we can see. A quick update on our British body clocks. We got an hour back in bed last night for a time change, and we finally caught up. It's taken us 5 days to get sort of feeling right, so not tired this morning. We did get up at 5 o'clock still, which was technically 6, so that's probably a good night's sleep for me. So yeah, we're loving this. This is what I envisage this to be: just scenery, sunset or sunrises, sunsets, glaciers. Yeah, just so excited for today, absolutely. So today we're going to try and meet Mickey in his fisherman's gear. We're going to try and meet Minnie in her Alaska gear. We've got Palo brunch. So if you've seen our video from the Dream, you'll see what Palo brunch is all about. So we want to go and do that again. And then we're just going to try and meet as many characters as we can today. I might give this a go today. What do you reckon? Maybe they can do my beard. Maybe. So as we were planning on a lie-in today, we have booked some room service breakfast. So it starts from 5 AM all the way up to 9:30, and it's a selection of continental breakfast including juices, cold cereal, breads and pastries. There's a condiments section just there, and then an area for drinks. So we've done that. That's on its way in the next sort of half an hour or so, because we have to put this out the night before. And then we've also got a couple of tip packs to hand over to the cast member, the crew member that brings it. So we had some labels made, and then we've got some Disney paper that we've wrapped the tips up in. So yeah, we'll show you what we get for our room service breakfast. Our breakfast has arrived. So we've got some toast, some fruit juices, some hot chocolate, cereals, and some chocolate milk by the looks of it. So yeah, free service, cannot complain at this. So under the metal tray there is a selection of pastries. Now the only downside is this toast is stone cold. A nice easy start to the day there. It's something that will definitely be handy if you're on a port adventure, because you can have your breakfast delivered from 5 o'clock. So you get your breakfast nice and early before leaving the ship. And it is handy if you're not feeling great and maybe the seasickness has caught up with you or whatever. But we wanted to try it. It's not probably going to be something that we do going forward, because there's the same selection plus available at cabanas, and then also you've got your sit down options as well. So we wouldn't probably do it again, but it's definitely a good option, especially on those port adventure days. So this is the Palo restaurant where we are later this afternoon. Not even this afternoon, later this morning, 10:30. So hopefully we get a decent view around the outside. I mean, this place is amazing. It's not as far across the deck as on the Dream. You're kind of sat on the edge of the ship on the Dream, whereas here you are sort of back a bit, but there's going to be plenty to be seeing as we're sat for lunch. So there's no time limit on, I say lunch, brunch, I will get it right eventually. There's no time limit on your stay here, so it's order what you want. And last time we were told, don't eat everything on your plate, sample everything, try everything, and also your server will recommend the best way round to eat things, so it's a real eating experience. One thing I have noticed so far is we tried to do a lot of thinking about what we were going to wear on this trip. and you watch lots of videos that tell you, oh, take this, take that, take the other. And what we've seen so far just kind of proves that you can't really follow a packing video for Alaska. A minute ago, I had my coat and hat on. Now, I've got a shirt and hat on. But there's some people walking around the deck in shorts and t-shirt. So it's all dependent upon you. So watch the packing videos because it gives you an idea, but in reality, you know you best. So take not much notice of it. Pack what you think you'll be comfortable in. But the best advice is layers. That's the important bit. So you can take a layer off, layer off, layer off. We have made it to Alaska.
Is that not the right?
So this morning we're on wildlife watch. We're just up on deck 9. No, we're not, deck 10. Just to see what's going on. This is the area that our cruise director told us was the breeding grounds. So we'll see if we can see anything, and if we can catch them on camera, we'll put some footage in. So the sun is really bright at the moment behind us, so I can't actually see the screen, but there is a whale just the other side of the rainbow. I'm not sure we can even see the rainbow in this with this camera, with this lens, but there is a whale out there, and we've only just pretty much entered the breeding grounds. So as we've got Palo brunch booked for today, we've joined the queue to meet Mickey really early. I say really early, we joined the queue at 8 o'clock. There were people in the queue already. Now, it's now 8:30, and this is where the queue goes back to. So we come out of Palo, and the queue starts here, and Mickey is meeting at the second funnel. So it's a fair distance of a queue, half an hour before Mickey's even due out. So our plan is to meet Mickey, jump around the other side, meet Minnie, and then head off to Palo. You've got to get in the spirit of it. So we're just waiting for the main man himself to make an appearance.
We're good.
Thank you very much.
That's 1, 2, 3. Another one here.
So that's bucket list meet 1 done. We'll put some photos in now. We're just in the queue to meet Minnie on the opposite side of the ship, and apparently orcas have just been spotted off the port side, so we'll have a look and see what we can see.
Also, for the adults, ocean trivia just about to get started. That's Crown and Fin Pub, deck 3 forward.
All right. Hi, friends. Hi.
Hello.
If you want to set anything down, set it right down
Thank
over
you.
here. Do you know your number off the top of your head? 6133. 6133. Perfect. Oh, so sweet. How you doing? Perfect. Let's grab that photo.
So that's the 2 main meet and greets done. They started at 9 o'clock, it's now 10 o'clock, so we got both done in 1 hour, but we did have to queue. We didn't have to, let me rephrase that. We queued from 8 o'clock to meet Mickey at 9, because we've got reservation at Palo, we wanted to be able to fit everything in. So by simply queuing up earlier, we did Mickey by about 9:10, and then moved round to Minnie, who came out at 9:30, and we were done just before 10 o'clock. So I'm happy doing it that way. It took us 2 hours in total to meet 2 characters, but we can get to Palo on time. Right, it is Palo time again.
6113.
I love this restaurant. Hello. Yeah, happy, happy. So we've got a seat with a view. So we have got the non-alcoholic Bellini to start off with. So this is the menu at Palo again, and as always, hit pause if you want to read it. So our two favourite things on the menu from last time were the calzone and the chicken breast. So we're starting the session off with the bread section. So our seafood antipasti has now arrived. A bit of everything. Not sure we're going to enjoy this, but we'll give it a go. My ham and cheese frittata has arrived, and Sam went for the eggs Benedict with the salmon. So I'm going to leave that bit behind because there's loads of food still to come, including a Mickey waffle. We're going to share this calzone now. We said last time we was only going to eat a small bit of it, and we ended up eating the whole thing, so let's see how much we eat this time around. That was too nice to leave any behind. Probably one of my favourite bits on the menu here at Palo. Right, here we go. So we have the steak, the lasagna, the chicken parm, and Sam's also got a steak. So our service has been really good here, so we have a little food pack that we're going to hand over to our server, and also a tip for him as well. Look at this free view with your dinner. So we have a selection of desserts now. We had these three on our last cruise on the Dream, and this is what we've gone back to, the ones that we know and like. Palo brunch is a paid for extra. It's cost us $100. We did give a tip in cash and also some sweets as well. So it's worth every penny in my opinion. We got a great view of the scenery as we passed through. The food's amazing. The service is top notch. If you can snag a reservation, do it. But don't be disheartened if you can't get a reservation initially, because when you get on board they hold some spaces. So when we boarded there were some Palo brunch spaces available, so double check there if you didn't manage to get one before boarding. So there's the first small iceberg we've just passed. So we just had to turn all the music off on the ship because we're passing close to the land now. So there's some areas where music and tannoy announcements can't be played. Right, next meet and greet, Goofy.
Alrighty. Come on in and say hi to Goofy. Goofy's ready to climb some mountains. You want to come with him? Yeah? Big smiles up here.
So that's another meet and greet done. There's quite a lot of wildlife activity, so we're going to try and capture some if we can. But for now, we're just going to take in the scenery. So that's one of the tender boats leaving. They're going to go right up in front of the glacier. I think we're going to go further down in a bit once that ship has left. So to get to the glaciers, there's two different routes you can take. There's the Endicott arm or the Tracy arm. We've done the Tracy arm and we are at South Sawyer Glacier. We've moved down to deck 4. The hot chocolate wagon and the cookies are out in force whilst we sit and look at the scenery. So one of our tender boats is making its way in already. We've got this cruise ship leaving, and another one of our tender boats is, it says, just there, waiting to go in. There's so many icebergs just dotted around in the water. I've never seen anything like it. It's so blue. Thank you. Coda from Brother Bear is out. This is the third meet and greet that we really wanted to do. So we're going to go and try and catch up with Coda now.
We gotta keep looking. Can you all be on the lookout for some salmon for us? Totally loves good salmon. Yes. All of our next friends come on in right here. So many fishes. I know you're looking for all the fishes. Salmon specifically, I know. Listen, you're still learning. You're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there with getting all this salmon, huh? Yeah. Are you ready? Put up your salmon, everyone.
So there is another cool meet and greet ticked off the list. A very rare Disney meet and greet. So that's Mickey in his fisherman gear, Minnie in her Alaska outfit, and Coda today. We are winning.
There was some money to where that native community was at the bottom of the southern definition. There was a gold mine of about 400,000 gold. They actually had a post office there from 1897 to 1942.
So we'll just put yay.
Thank you.
So I completely forgot we had this camera in the bag. So we'll put some footage in now of the time lapse as we pass through down to South Sawyer Glacier.
So as we get closer toward the Y,
Yes, absolutely.
Found it.
So we've seen our first bald eagle just on top of the tree there. I don't know how much footage went in there of our travel down here to the glacier. For us, it's just unbelievable. It's nothing like we've ever witnessed before. It's so pretty. So putting some time-lapse footage and some other footage that we captured along the way, it's absolutely stunning here. We're just now parked up at the glacier. I'm not sure how long we're going to be here for, and I don't know what our plans are next. We might go and try and meet a few other characters, try and keep on the theme for today, get those out of the way, and then we'll move on to do something more exciting. Well, not more exciting, something exciting a little bit later on. So all of our footage so far today has been from deck 4. Deck 9 and 10 was really busy when we got up there, so we're going to go up there now. We've just moved slightly closer to the glacier, so we'll see what we can see from further up. There's a slightly better view from further up, but it's not a huge amount different. And there's more people at the front of the ship here than there was on practically the whole of Deck 4. We're just going to do the photo opportunity in the front corner here with the glacier in the background. So one of the tender boats is just down there, sort of at the bottom, and they're the boats that take the passengers closer on the excursion if you've booked it.
Oh, there we go.
So there's a seal on the ice just down there. Wildlife Centre. Got a slightly better view of the eagle now. We had been out since about 7 o'clock this morning. It's now 4 o'clock, so we have retreated. We've got the bridge cam on the telly so we can see what's going on, and we're just going to take 5 minutes to chill out and relax. We plan to go and see Donald at 5 o'clock in his Alaskan gear, so if we make it, we'll put some footage in of our meet and greet with Donald. We needed a quick rest there. We haven't had a sleep, we just sat down on the bed. I watched an episode of Clarkson's Farm just to relax for an hour. We've missed Donald, so we're going to try and join the queue for Chippendale. Let's go see if we can meet him. So the queue for Chippendale was slightly bigger than we wanted to queue in. It goes all the way down here and back underneath the lifts, but Sam is just there. Donald is still meeting in his Alaska attire, so we're going to go and do that one. Okay, so we had a change of plan. It's fisherman Mickey, and Donald has finished his meet and greet.
Thank you. Yeah. And how did you want it? Like, just right there? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. All right, come on over. Did we get the card? I'm sorry. We got it.
So we've got some special friends that we need to send a postcard to, so Mickey is going to get that signed so we can get that shipped back to the UK. So that's the postcard signed. We're now going to go down to guest services and see if we can actually send anything from here, or we're going to need to do it from the port. We want to send it from our holiday rather than taking it home and posting it there. So Chip and Dale are going to leave in a minute, and this spot's going to change over to Goofy. I know we've already met Goofy today, but we're just going to make the most of our photo pass and get as many photos as we possibly can. At least one of the tender boats for the Glacier has caught up, and he's just returning the guests back to the Disney Wonder. Okay, so guest services sorted us out. 68 cents to send a postcard from Alaska back to the UK. Now we do appreciate that we will beat it back, but it's all about sending it and doing it that way. Mountaineering Goofy's here again.
Perfect. Coming over,
I think the service dog's got an itch. So another meet there with Goofy, but like I say, we're just making sure we get the most out of our photo pass. As you can see, we are in the shop. The shop is absolutely dead at this point. On day one, the queues were around about... people started queuing around about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes before the shops even opened. Yes, some of the stuff has sold out, but there's still plenty of stock available, so don't feel pressured into queuing up to get into the shops. And also, something not to feel pressured on, the characters in their Alaskan gear, we got the impression that the queues were going to be enormous, they were going to take forever to get through, and they just didn't. We've met plenty of characters today in their Alaskan gear. We queued up for the first lot, which we didn't really need to do, and then we've met Mickey again tonight, and we've met Goofy again tonight. So there's plenty of opportunity. So don't feel like you have to queue just to get those meet and greets. Right, we're quickly going to jump into the Walt Disney Theatre to go and watch The Magician, which is part of the entertainment offering this evening.
out on the island. So, wherever you're touring. Give it up for John!
So I wasn't really that fussed about going to that originally, but it was good in the end. He was on Penn and Teller Fool Us, so if you search Penn and Teller Tiny Plunger, you'll see his act. He's worked for Disney for the last 28 years. He's worked at Epcot, so yeah, it's definitely worthwhile watching if you've got a little bit of time to kill whilst on board. So I assume the band is lit up for the Freezing the Night Away party, which is about to begin. We're not doing it. We did it on the Magic. It wasn't the best of shows, and we're going to take refuge inside, sit on some nice comfy seats and watch the Alaskan wilderness pass by for another hour or so before our dinner. Our dinner tonight is at Tiana's again, so it's 2 nights in the same restaurant, but it is a completely different menu. Here we are again. Tiana's place.
Hello, family.
Hello.
Just ready for a few minutes. In the... Thank you. I know it was for me.
We were first in the house tonight. We didn't mean to be. We just came down the stairs, and that's how it ended up. This is it. This is the frozen night menu. As always, we don't do menus, so hit pause if you want to see what was available. We'll let you know what we get, and we'll talk you through whether we enjoyed it or not. It's quite dark in here tonight. Tonight we've got table friends joining us. The table's been set for 4. We just mentioned it last night that we've got some friends that are eating on a table for 2, but over the way. Can they come and join us for one night? And the answer was yes. And our servers set the table ready to go for 4 this evening. So yeah, excellent. So this evening I'm going for Elsa's coronation scallops and the lobster ravioli. So this is the scallops, and it's not what I was expecting, so interesting. So that was interesting. We'll leave that behind, I think. And this is the lobster ravioli.
I tried them last year. Did you?
Final meat of the day.
All right, friends, you want to say hi? Oh, hi, Paul. All right, our friends, you want to say hi? Oh, you have a Pluto shirt? That must be a huge fan of yours. I know Pluto's such a good boy, right? Aw, I know, you're famous. You're famous. Where's Pluto? On your dress. That's mine. Oh. She takes over at the big camera. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. It has been an action-packed day today, really enjoyable. The only thing for me, the food wasn't great tonight, and if I remember correctly, last time we had that menu, it wasn't great either. So we'll do a little bit more of a catch-up once we get back to the room. But yeah, so we're just going to stroll back now. A really cool meet with Pluto. Just, I've got my Pluto Spirit jersey on, and he absolutely loved it. Tonight's towel animal is a whale. Tonight we have opted for some room service after tonight's meal that wasn't the best for me, so I have gone for a cheeseburger. Sam has gone for some chicken tenders, although she only wants the chicken tenders, and we got some warm cookies. Now, room service is included. You do just have to tip the person that brings the food, so yeah, definitely take advantage of it as and when you need to. It's nearly time for bed. What a fantastic day, a first proper day on the Alaskan adventure, and it lived up to everything I was expecting it to be. Like I said earlier, the only downside was the meal this evening. It was okay, don't get me wrong, I don't want to put anybody off, but it just wasn't really for me. The scallops, I don't know what I was expecting, but not that. The pasta was relatively light in terms of what you got, and the dessert, it wasn't really to my taste. Obviously there are other things, but once you've ordered, I don't really like to send them back and say can I have something else. So yeah, happy for Glacier Day, happy for the weather we got, happy for all the photos we've had taken, the characters we've met. It's just been great. So tomorrow we're at Icy Strait Point. We have the whale and bear combo search booked, so a port adventure, and then we're going to go up on the cable car up to the top and see what we can see, along with the other bits that are on offer at Icy Strait Point. We dock at 7:15 in the morning, and all aboard time is 8 o'clock, so we've got practically a whole day there. I don't think there's enough to do for a whole day, but we'll soon find out. So like, follow, subscribe, do all that social media stuff, and remember, adventure is out there, and we'll see you in the next one.